say I made some zines for this poem, so if you like one, if you like the poem, hit me up afterward. I have 5 of them. They're free, but they're first come, first served, so. This is called Love Elemental. Also, this is what it looks like. Anyways. I don't ever want to be a hateful person. It's just so much wasted time and energy that I lose more and more of every day. And you know, hate's really ever only got people hurt, maimed or worse, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, romantically, and platonically for that matter. And I think it's funny how the fact that when you hate someone, no one bothers to specify the manner in which they hate. The modus operandi doesn't matter, but when we love, we make the distinction between romantic and platonic, and let's be real here. I'm already way too consumed being the same old hopeful romantic I've always been to be doing anything else. I am much too busy looking for my precious wife to give even an ounce of my priceless time to people and things that I do not care for. My lot in this life is much more well spent seeking someone interested in cultivating it with me than it is seeking to destroy anyone else's. And in my ongoing pursuit of love, people have often called me out for the number of crushes I tend to develop, and really a lot of that comes from the fact that I am just not built to hate. I actively want to love and to be loved, and it doesn't hurt that I also really love playing up the act. It's just so much fun to be in love, to have a little crush, a fling, to flirt the girl I've got my eyes on. We're talking, feeling things out right now. Quite frankly, it's all downright intoxicating to me. The part that I don't care for, the part that I don't typically care much for, though, is the aftermath. Because the thing is, I guess those of which that I've had feelings for never really had them back. And that can be very difficult to handle, but I'm trying so hard not to become jaded that the thoughts recently occurred to me. Unrequited love is still love, and I'm finally far enough into loving myself as well to realize that I'm not always the problem, let alone a problem to begin with. This is simply the way in which I exist. I am bursting at the seams with love, and there isn't a tailor in this world that can sew my heart shut, but I'll admit that sometimes I can maybe spill a bit too much of the down from my stuffing on some certain people, and I hope that they've kept it. A part of it, at least. Because truly it is a gift. And I can't think of anything better to give than my dear love. So thank you, all of my dearest loves. Thank you to those that I've had the incredible pleasure of falling absolutely head over heels for. Without that girl from my church-going days, a Southern belle from Kansas, the one trans boy that could turn me straight, a geologist, the aesthetic one, and an Australian with a very elastic face, I wouldn't be half the lover I am today. I've thrived amongst the very best of you, and I'm trying just a little bit more I'm trying to be just a little bit more like the parts of you that I all felt so hard for in the first place. I am the only person lucky enough to have had the privilege of loving each of you in this very specific group of people. All of you have learned me something new about loving, and I am now the culmination of lessons taught by hard-fought feelings in my proceedings with you. A cornucopia concoction, a recipe for one hell of a lover meant for some poor soul who's probably somewhere out there right about now wondering where I'm at as well. And headed for a full-on crash collision course with one of me one of these days, I swear to God, and to whom I pledge my utmost loyal, lifelong, lasting, luscious love. But until then, whether or not any of you were, quote, the one, I've still had the chance to partake in loving you, and that is more than enough for me. And if nothing else, then please understand these 2 things. 1, that I could never hold even a modicum of grief against any of you. And 2, that I still love each of you very dearly so. And honestly, I don't think that the distinction between romantic and platonic really matters at this point. And I hope you feel the same way, Jim.